Hey, hello, how's it going? Listen, quite frankly, this has gone on long enough. I'm seeing crazy border balance tricks coming from all kinds of Kendama players, and I have yet to hit a clean border balance clip, and I want to. And now, like anybody that's trying to learn border balance, I went onto YouTube and I looked for border balance tutorials. I watched the ones from the big company channels with notable tutorials that have hundreds of thousands of views, and I tried even looking at more obscure border balance tutorials, hoping that maybe, a smaller Kendama creator would have had the tips that would help me unlock this. I didn't take notes, but I absorbed all that knowledge. I took the time required to absorb all I could about this trick.
First thing you're going to think is that it's impossible. Having a spike that's a little bit duller, a little bit worn down, helps a lot. The second thing that is most important is the paint. I want you to adjust your eyes from the peg to the top of the bottom cup. Landing border balance is going to be a breeze.
It's the same pull-up as an airplane, just a little more precise. Use your knees on the catch, stiffening your dominant arm, minute movements rather than large movements. Stare directly at the base cup. And that's how you do the border balance.
This is a pretty hard trick. Don't expect to learn it in one day. Airplanes, you need to know how to do them clean and very consistent. Bend your knees as it lands on the spike to cushion the landing. You're not gonna be able to just stand there and let it balance. So you're not gonna wanna do big movements, you're gonna wanna do small movements, small corrections. But it's definitely better to have one, let it curl over. You can end it however you want. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe.
Border balance care arată cam așa. Foarte, foarte bine. Airplane, lighthouse. Okay, Gabi, Kendama, play. Papa.
And I guess I'll let you know if any of those tips help, because I'm going to try my darndest to get a border balance clip right now. We'll see how this goes. That was about maybe a little over an hour yesterday before I started getting pretty burnt out on it. So we'll try again today. The biggest tip that I found was helping me get close there, and you saw there were some super close ones even early in the session, is like instead of holding the tama really tight, just a gingerly light fingered grip kind of helps the border balance sit a little easier, like a little bit of suspension on a bike. Gentle fingers, that's the only thing that nobody really mentioned that I think helps. Okay, let's try again. Alright, so yesterday I was finding that the spike and watching it land onto the tama was a lot more important than I originally thought. Trying to get it centered really does help before you switch your eyes up and stare at the base cup. Also, having like a loose shoulder and kind of arm,
Stiffening your dominant arm.
along with the loose fingers that I mentioned, seem to help cushion and allow me to adjust the border balance pretty easy. It's really, at this point, I'm balancing the border balance no problem, which is like the main part of the trick. I had like some 5-10 second runs of just balancing it, but getting out into the juggle is causing problems, more problems than I thought, and the string is getting in the way, and I didn't even have to go out to the juggle in the first place. Been here before. Yes! 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 Oh. That was kind of ugly. It almost popped off the spike, but I don't care. I'm super stoked. Put your heart where your mind belongs, and you can achieve. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm free. Oh.